Hey guys, it's Harry and I got another replay for you. It's the 50 TP prototype, a Polish T8 premium heavy tank. This tank is like the Polish Defender, you could call it. Wargaming definitely copied some statistic here and I wanted to make a second Defender. I don't know if you can say that. I picked this tank up in the advent calendar. I had a lot of gold lying around and maybe in the future I will go for the Polish heavy branch, so that's why I got this vehicle, to train up some nice crew. About this tank, it got 1900 DPM, 440 alpha damage, 218 penetration on the standard rounds, 245 penetration on the premium rounds. Got okay gun handling, I would say, for heavy. It's definitely better than the defenders, and I normally also hit shots on range. This tank got some okay mobility, but I top it off with a turbocharger just to be a little bit more mobile in this vehicle. For the other equipment, I think I got a vents and a vertical stabilizer. I don't have a rammer on this tank. And talking about this map, how do I approach it? I try to go to the heavy line and clear it, and maybe we can farm from some tanks afterwards. So what is the big difference between this tank and the Defender? It's definitely the armor. So this tank, it got a worst lower plate. Lower plate is quite weak, so you can definitely pen it frontally, not like on the Defender. If you don't have enough penetration, you can't pen it. And this tank got some very bad roof armor, so you can overmatch the roof quite easily. I'm not entirely sure how much the roof is. I will look it up here. It's 40 millimeters, so you can overmatch it with a 122 caliber gun, and that's quite a easy way to take it out if it's in front of you. Also, take advantage of the viewport here. If you get the right angle, shoot the right angle of the viewport in front of this tank, because if you like don't see its lower plate and it's in a hull down situation. So this tank also got some other thing that the Defender doesn't have, and that's gun depression. You will see me driving out here sideways because it got some weird gun depression. We talked about the hatch there, the viewport, whatever it is in front. It actually makes the gun depression worse on the front. It got 8 degrees on the front, and over the side here you see it can depress it a little bit more, so you get 10 degrees there over the side. So I do some mistake here actually, because I don't drive back. I should definitely driven back by now. Makes no sense to fight this. The enemies are in the way better positions. They're in a hull down. It's an open field that I can't push. So I get punished for RD for that. And at this point I was like, yeah, I have to fall back. For the scores it's looking quite good. But on the other hand, I did a mistake as well. But you should always, when you cleared the heavy line, don't push this. Except you are in a fasting and you can maybe get into the K4. That's the only time I would push this. But in all the other situations, if you're in a slow heavy tank, you have to drive back here. It's dumb and it takes a lot of time, I know, but on this map, Mannheim line, if you cleared the heavy line, there's basically no way to push on and get the enemies, and you will see what will happen in this game. And yeah, so driving back now and basically trying to defend the base here. We got quite a lot of tanks here in the heavy line, and they all get wrecked by artillery, wrecked by the snipers in the back. There's the M46 pattern gun. And so I basically now try and go up to the north and see if I can maybe flank with my heavy tank, because why not? It's fast enough. Let's just do it. And this tank, I have to say, I like it a lot, but I also don't have a Defender, so I can't really compare it to a Defender. I never played a Defender. I have no idea what the gun handling is like on the Defender, and how its armor really holds up. I mean, the defender also got the turret weak spots, but the lower plate is definitely in a lot better than this tank's lower plate. So I actually look at the Type 59 there and I was like, maybe he can come over soon to help, to support me on this flank. Unfortunately, I lost quite a lot of hit points there in the start, so I can't push on that aggressively. Missing here this shot on the Skoda, it was clutch shot, so it's not the highest chance of hitting this. And now we just try and work this position. I want to be a little bit careful here because there could still be the enemy Centurion there in the bushes. You see me looking at the bushes there and see if I get spotted here. And now the Skoda peaks and he got shot. I actually do a little mistake here because I drove backwards a little too early, so my gun bloomed when I fired. So it was quite lucky that I got the Skoda T27 there on this shot, so quite nice. And now you see me pinging the Type 59 and be like, come on dude, you are full HP, let's help us. Let's flank over this side, we can take this down. The LT-432 at least is trying to get some vision out here and spot for me or for the whole team, for artillery. And there's a Centurion spotted, and I'm actually not in a position to shoot him because of the rocks. The ISU takes a nice chunk out of this guy, and I just wait for him to drive into a spot where I can shoot him basically. And we do some nice 390 damage there. Quite a low roll, but it is what it is. And yeah, now the tanks on our team's starting to fall. The score's getting closer and closer, 9-7 now. The G-Saw gets taken out here by artillery. At least we get the Centurion there, and now the Type 61 is killing our light tank, is doing exactly the right thing. But he's actually not considering me to snipe here. And you see the accuracy on range, I think it was like 80, maybe 60 to 80% for me to hit him there with the tank I had there in my reticle. And now the 50 TP dies, he gets sniped by the Burask, who's having a very nice game there in the backline. And now I just keep on pushing here on this flank. And in this situation I just hope that the Type 61 is not spotting me. I want to advance there. Or Burask is unfortunately also doing a big mistake here because he pushes there on his own into two tanks. His armors, he got no armor, and he was just too overconfident here in this situation. So he also gets shot down here now by the enemy Burask. And now the score is quite close. The WT is on very low hit points. He dies as well by the Type 61. And now we have AFK Type 59 back there in base. So I'm completely alone on this flank basically. And I have to make the most out of the artillery support here. So I saw the Type 61 moving there on the minimap into this direction. Very important in this situation. I don't want to knock down any trees here. If I knock down a tree, the Type 61 was coming down this way. He definitely knows that I'm on my way approaching him. So I actually wait here for him. And I was like 80% sure that he will come around this corner soon. And there he is. Shut him down. Then I drive back to get into the artillery shadow. The artillery most likely is in the K1 position. So this big hill formation here will keep me safe from artillery. Now I did a little mistake. I reloaded the HE round because I thought like, yeah, the Burask will definitely also push in hard now onto me. But we will see what happens here. And there's the G-Saw spotted, and that's where the HE won't come in handy because I can't pen him. So I try to actually shoot at his tracks there to be able to track him. The G-Saw now coming, I try to crest a little bit the ridge. I try to prevent him from pushing me. And here you see a nice mechanic. He got wrecked by artillery there. He got tracked here. And now I bump into his tracks, keep my frontal armor towards him, just to be able to retrack him all the time. The Burask comes from above, I don't know what he was thinking, but he gets wrecked there. I don't quite get the reload there on him to be able to shoot him again. And now I just hold him into a proxy spot, just for my artillery to shoot him. I'm pretty sure it's also reloading there. And he should have like not dropped down there. I don't know what that was all about. This situation I was like, yeah, finally made it. We took out the full HP G-Saw here. We took out the Brusque. The G-Saw made also, he got wrecked by artillery. I wouldn't say he made a big mistake, but kept my frontal armor towards him and tried my best to not getting shot in the side here. The Brusque did a major misplay. He should have just driven around one side or the other side, and he wouldn't have lost so much HP by dropping down. Now we take out artillery, and that's a very nice result here for this tank. We did 2.3k assistance, 4k damage, 5 kills, and I think we played it quite widely here. The enemies, in the end, they just donated their hit points to me. It was quite lucky, but that's what World of Tanks is. Sometimes you need some luck. I mean, it's justice. We got a Type 59 that's AFK there back in the base, and I was quite on my own, and I handled the situation great, I think. And also props to the artillery player on my team for getting the shots there when they were needed. But I also tried my best to avoid the enemy artillery in this situation, so I think that was the best play I could have made here. So we just take a look at the postgame stats. So here for the postgame stats, we were able to pick up 4,000 damage, 2,300 assistance, blocked only one shot there by the 257, I think, and got 5 critical hits here. For the experience, I was able to get 1,468. That was quite a bummer. I was very happy with that result. Made 204,000 credits for this game. I've had some premium mounts here and use a premium consumable. That's why I got that much costs here. And that's basically the 50 TP prototype. And I have to say, it's a nice tank. I like it. It was definitely worth a pickup. If I ever get a defender, I might be able to compare it to a defender then. But I have to say it's a solid tier 8 premium heavy tank, and it was quite fun playing it so far. And we will look forward to training up this very bad crew here and make it a better tank soon. So guys, thanks for watching. Check out my Twitch channel and see you on the next video. Bye bye.